What if I told you that your brain, yes, the one you use every day, has the power to grow, change, and become sharper at any age? Most of us think that brain power is something we're born with, something that's either there or it's not. But here's the truth. Your brain is like a muscle, and just like you can build physical strength with the right workout, you can supercharge your brain with the right techniques. The problem? Most people don't even realize it. Let's be real. You've probably heard all the generic advice out there. Read more books, do crossword puzzles, get better sleep. But if that's all it took to become mentally sharp, we'd all be geniuses by now. The reality is, boosting your brain power isn't about recycling the same tired tips you've heard 1,000 times. It's about diving deeper, using techniques that are rooted in science, but often overlooked. This isn't just about staying sharp, it's about unlocking your brain's full potential. And trust me, it's far beyond what you think you're capable of. You see, the brain isn't a fixed machine. It's a living, breathing, ever-evolving organ that's constantly rewiring itself, building new pathways, and reshaping how you think, learn, and create. The question is, are you going to take control of that process, or are you going to let your brain stay on autopilot? Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful, but often overlooked techniques that will change how you think about thinking itself. These aren't just strategies to help you learn a new skill faster or remember names better at parties. These are methods that will transform the way your mind operates. Ready to unlock that next level of brain power? Let's get started. Understanding how the brain works. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Your brain is not a rigid, unchangeable machine. It's not something you're stuck with, frozen in time by genetics or age. Your brain is a dynamic, living system, and it's constantly evolving, adapting to new experiences, environments, and even the thoughts you allow to repeat in your head. This incredible ability is called neuroplasticity. Think of neuroplasticity as the brain's superpower. It's the reason you can learn a new language at 50, pick up a completely foreign skill, or recover from injuries that once seemed impossible to heal from. Your brain is wired to change. Every thought, every action, every new challenge builds new neural pathways, like trails in a forest. The more you travel those trails, the clearer and stronger they become. But here's the twist. Those pathways can either make you smarter, sharper, more creative, or they can reinforce negative habits and outdated thinking patterns that hold you back. Now, let's get one thing straight. Your brain is not some passive organ that just sits there waiting for instructions. No, your brain is a battlefield, a constant tug-of-war between competing forces. One part of your brain is wired for survival, seeking comfort and routine, while the other is hungry for growth, challenge, and innovation. The question is, which side are you feeding? Think of your brain like a muscle. If you neglect it, it weakens. If you push it, challenge it, and nurture it, it grows stronger, faster, and more capable of tackling life's most complex problems. The key difference between the mind and the body, however, is that the brain has the unlimited potential to reinvent itself. It doesn't age like muscles do. It's not confined by the same rules. You can literally reshape your brain by how you choose to engage with the world, what you focus on, and the actions you take. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think intelligence is fixed. They believe they're either born smart or they're not. They think some people just have it, and the rest of us are out of luck. That's a lie. The idea that you're stuck with a certain IQ, a limited set of abilities, or that your best brain years are behind you is a myth that's been shattered by modern neuroscience. In fact, with the right training, your brain can become faster, sharper, and more resilient than ever, no matter your age. So, what does that mean for you? It means you're sitting on an untapped reservoir of brain power, waiting to be unlocked. It means your brain is primed to learn faster, solve problems more creatively, and adapt to new challenges, if you're willing to put in the work. Now that you understand that your brain is not a static machine, but a living, evolving powerhouse, it's time to start treating it like one. The tools to enhance your cognitive abilities are already within your grasp, but you need to actively shape and mold your brain in new ways. The good news? You're about to learn exactly how to do that. You're not just going to memorize more trivia or watch another video. You're going to tap into the deep, uncommon techniques that will train your brain to think differently, act faster, and grow beyond its current limitations. This is more than just brain hacks. This is the key to unlocking the full potential of your mind. Ready to begin? Let's dive in. Technique 1. Unlearning negative thought patterns. Neuroplasticity. Your brain is a creature of habit. It creates thought patterns that become ingrained over time, especially negative ones. These patterns form neural pathways that become deeper and stronger the more you repeat them. You've heard the saying, "You are what you think." Well, your brain is hardwired to follow these thoughts. The problem is, many of us are stuck in mental ruts. Whether it's self-doubt, fear, or stress, these negative thought patterns can become your brain's default mode. But here's the game changer. Neuroplasticity allows you to actively unlearn these patterns. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself, to form new connections and break old ones. So, while your brain can get stuck in harmful thinking cycles, it also has the power to break free. By actively disrupting negative thought patterns, you create room for clearer, more productive thinking, and boost your brain's ability to function at its best. One of the most powerful tools for unlearning negative thought patterns is mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. It involves bringing awareness to your thoughts without judgment. Here's a simple practice. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes daily. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. When negative thoughts arise, don't engage with them. Just acknowledge them and let them go, like passing clouds. This simple practice disrupts automatic negative thinking. Over time, it trains your brain to detach from those harmful thought cycles and creates space for more positive, focused thinking. Research has shown that mindfulness meditation can actually shrink the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear and stress, and strengthen the prefrontal cortex, which is critical for focus, decision-making, and self-control. This isn't just a short-term fix. Regular mindfulness practice can lead to long-lasting changes in brain structure, improving your ability to regulate emotions, reduce stress, and think more clearly. This rewiring process allows you to unlearn old, negative thought patterns and replace them with more productive ones, optimizing your brain for peak performance. Technique 2. Intermittent fasting for brain health. You might think that eating regularly keeps your brain fueled and focused, but here's an interesting fact. Your brain actually thrives during periods of fasting. Intermittent fasting is a powerful tool that triggers specific processes in the brain that are essential for cognitive health. During fasting, your brain shifts into a state where it can focus more on building new neural pathways and clearing out damaged cells. Think of it as a mental reset. When your body isn't busy digesting food, your brain can focus on self-repair and optimization. Intermittent fasting has been shown to increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a key protein that supports memory, learning, and cognitive function. In short, intermittent fasting isn't just a diet trend. It's a way to enhance your brain's performance by improving mental clarity, focus, and overall cognitive health. To start incorporating intermittent fasting, you don't have to go to extremes. A simple and effective approach is the 16.8 method. Fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. For example, if your last meal is at 8 p.m., don't eat again until noon the next day. During the fasting period, your body and brain will focus on repair and regeneration. Stay hydrated with water, tea, or black coffee during the fast. Start slowly by trying it 1 to 2 days a week, and listen to your body to see how it impacts your focus and clarity. When you fast, your body activates a process called autophagy, where it clears out damaged cells and regenerates healthier ones. This process doesn't just happen in your body, it's critical for your brain's health too. Intermittent fasting increases the production of BDNF, which supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens existing connections in your brain. Studies show that higher levels of BDNF are linked to improved memory, learning, and protection against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. By fasting, you're not only boosting your brain's cognitive abilities, but also protecting it from long-term damage. Technique 3. Mental models for problem-solving and decision-making. Your brain is constantly bombarded with complex decisions and problems, but here's the secret that separates average thinkers from great ones: mental models. These are the frameworks that help you simplify complex problems and approach decision-making with clarity and efficiency. Instead of being overwhelmed by endless details, you use these models to break problems down into manageable parts and find solutions faster. Think of mental models as thinking tools that allow you to think smarter, not harder. Some of the most successful people in history, like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett, rely on mental models to streamline their decision-making process and solve seemingly impossible problems. By integrating these tools into your daily thinking, you can drastically improve your problem-solving skills and make better decisions more quickly. One of the most powerful mental models is first principles thinking, a method used by innovators like Elon Musk. Instead of solving problems based on existing assumptions, first principles thinking asks you to break the problem down to its most basic, fundamental truths and build up from there. Here's how to use it. When facing a complex problem, ask yourself, what are the basic facts or truths at the core of this issue? Discard any assumptions and rebuild your solution from these core truths. This method helps you think more creatively and avoid being constrained by conventional thinking. Mental models work because they force your brain to think in new ways, strengthening cognitive flexibility and adaptability. Studies show that when you engage in critical thinking, especially using tools like mental models, you activate and strengthen your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for executive functions like decision-making, planning, and problem-solving. By using mental models, you're rewiring your brain to approach challenges with more clarity and creativity, helping you make smarter decisions under pressure. This kind of thinking leads to better outcomes and long-term cognitive growth. Technique 4. Movement-based learning, cognitive physical connection. Your brain doesn't just thrive on mental exercises, it also craves physical movement. In fact, the connection between your body and brain is much stronger than most people realize. When you engage in complex physical movements, like dance, yoga, or martial arts, you're not just working out your muscles, you're stimulating brain function. These activities enhance your brain's ability to process information, improve memory, and boost cognitive flexibility. Physical movement forces your brain to adapt and learn in new ways. This connection is why many of the world's top thinkers, including scientists and artists, incorporate physical activities into their routines. Moving your body enhances your brain's ability to think, learn, and solve problems. Incorporate movement into your daily routine, but make it complex and engaging. Try activities like dance, yoga, or even martial arts, where you need to coordinate different parts of your body. These activities challenge your brain in ways that simple exercises don't. Start with 10-15 minutes a day. For example, follow a guided yoga video or try a dance routine. As your body moves, your brain is learning to navigate new patterns and improving its ability to think flexibly. Pay attention to how your mental clarity feels after these sessions. It's more than just a physical workout. It's a brain workout, too. Studies show that complex motor movements, like those involved in dancing or martial arts, activate multiple areas of the brain, including those responsible for learning, memory, and spatial awareness. Engaging in physical activities with varied movement patterns enhances neuroplasticity, improving your brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. These activities stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, promoting the growth of new neurons and enhancing cognitive performance. Technique 5. The power of curiosity and lifelong learning. Curiosity is the fuel for your brain's growth. It's not just a trait, it's a cognitive tool that drives you to seek new information ask questions, and explore the unknown. The more curious you are, the more your brain is stimulated to form new connections and strengthen existing ones. Lifelong learning isn't just about acquiring knowledge, it's about keeping your brain active and adaptable. When you embrace curiosity, you force your brain to venture outside of its comfort zone. This constant push to learn something new, whether it's a language, skill, or even an unfamiliar topic, sharpens your brain, improves cognitive flexibility, and keeps you mentally sharp as you age. To harness the power of curiosity, build a habit of learning something new every day. This doesn't need to be a massive time commitment. Just set aside 10-15 minutes daily to explore a new topic, read a book outside your usual genre, or watch an educational video. Create learning breaks in your day. Listen to a podcast on a subject you know little about, or dive into an interesting article during lunch. By feeding your curiosity, you keep your brain engaged, open to new ideas, and ready to adapt to challenges. Research shows that curiosity activates the brain's reward system, specifically increasing dopamine production, which enhances motivation and learning. When you explore new ideas or skills, your brain is primed to retain information more efficiently. This process also strengthens the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning. Engaging in lifelong learning doesn't just improve short-term mental performance, it also builds cognitive resilience, helping to protect against cognitive decline as you age. Practical strategies to maintain brain health. Number 1. Emphasizing brain health through sleep and nutrition. We've just covered some powerful, cutting-edge techniques to boost brain power, but here's something you can't ignore. The basics still matter. You can't expect your brain to thrive without the right foundation. Think of sleep, nutrition, and hydration as the building blocks that keep everything else running smoothly. It's tempting to focus only on the exciting stuff: mental models, intermittent fasting, learning hacks. But if you're skipping sleep or fueling your body with junk, all those gains will slip through your fingers. Let's start with sleep. Your brain is a high-performance machine, but without enough rest, it can't function at its peak. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memories, clears out toxins, and resets for the next day. A well-rested brain is sharper, more focused, and better equipped to handle challenges. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity for optimal brain function. Hydration is another crucial element. Your brain is 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair your focus, memory, and cognitive performance. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep your brain firing on all cylinders. And don't forget about your diet. A brain-healthy diet rich in nutrients will fuel your mind to its full potential. Number 2, omega-3 and brain function. When it comes to feeding your brain, omega-3 fatty acids are at the top of the list. Omega-3s, found in foods like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and fish oil supplements, are essential for brain health. They're the building blocks of brain cell membranes and play a vital role in cognitive function, memory, and even your mood. Research has shown that diets high in omega-3s help protect against cognitive decline and support long-term brain function. It's not just about feeling sharp today, it's about keeping your brain healthy and resilient in the long run. Incorporate omega-3 rich foods into your meals. Throw some chia seeds into your smoothie, add salmon to your dinner plate, or consider an omega-3 supplement if you're not getting enough from your diet. Your future brain will thank you. Number 3, stress reduction and the power of mental rest. Even the most powerful brain needs downtime. We live in a world of constant stimulation, emails, notifications, meetings, and never-ending to-do lists. But here's the thing. Your brain needs rest to perform at its best. Stress, when left unchecked, becomes a major barrier to brain health. It clouds your thinking, disrupts memory, and lowers cognitive flexibility. Over time, chronic stress even shrinks the brain's hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. You can combat this by building mental rest into your day. Simple practices like meditation, Deep breathing exercises, or even a quiet walk in nature, can reduce stress and allow your brain to recharge. When you take moments of calm, you give your brain a chance to reset its cognitive capacities, making you more productive and mentally agile. It's not about doing nothing, it's about doing something essential for your brain's longevity. Set aside time each day to disconnect, whether it's 10 minutes of meditation or a relaxing walk. Your brain isn't built for constant work. It's built to thrive on a balance of activity and rest. Conclusion. You've just unlocked the door to 5 powerful techniques that can transform the way your brain functions. From unlearning negative habits that hold you back, to intermittent fasting that fuels brain clarity, to mastering mental models that make you a sharper decision maker. You've explored how movement-based learning connects your body and mind, and the unstoppable force of curiosity that keeps your brain expanding every day. But here's the reality. This isn't a quick fix. Increasing your brain power is a lifelong journey, not an overnight miracle. The good news? Every single step you take in this journey brings real, measurable growth. The brain's capacity is almost limitless, but tapping into that potential requires intentional, consistent effort. The work you put in today will lead to massive gains tomorrow. Don't let the power of these techniques remain theoretical. Turn them into action. Now it's time to make a choice. Pick one technique, whether it's adopting intermittent fasting, trying a dance class, or dedicating just 10 minutes a day to question and unlearn negative thought patterns. Whatever it is, start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Your mind is ready to transform now, and all it takes is one step to start the process. Remember this: the future belongs to those who never stop growing. Your brain's potential is limitless, and every day is an opportunity to build the mind you want. Don't settle for the brain you have. Train it, challenge it, and unlock its full power. Your journey to a sharper, more powerful brain starts now. Thank you for watching, and if you learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to share your views in comments box.